Hey there, my Spum buckets. How you doing today? Hopefully you're having a pretty decent day, because this is about to get pretty spumtastic. So, you guys love to vote for things, alright? And you guys are, of course, going to vote about what the worst tower is to spam in the game. Now, we've already done a video about what the best tower to spam in the game is, and I realized that it wouldn't be that fun to just go through and show off the best towers to spam, because that's, you know, I mean, it's like, if you combine them all together, I mean, of course, they're going to be good, because they're spammable towers. So I decided to make their own, like, little sections of their video, and I thought that was pretty interesting and fun. But for today's video, we're going to be switching that up a little bit. We're going to try to be spamming the worst towers in the game all together in one game. Now, to make something spammable or even capable of being spammed, you have to get, you have to make things happen, realistically. So, what I decided to do was you know what, let's use an Etienne, alright, that's going to give us some camera detection up in here, and let's show off the 4 towers that you guys decided are the most spammable unspammable towers in BTD6, and see if we can spam them to make them actually make sense here. And to make it even more difficult on myself, because of course, playing with 4 different towers and all that stuff make it somewhat easy, we're going to be playing without any 5th tiers today. Alright, 0 5th tiers, that's going to keep us in spam territory. There's also some towers that are going to be pretty expensive in the game that I'm going to try not to use at all. For example, anything over $20,000 we're just not going to buy. This is going to keep us, actually, you know what? Should we do it? $10,000. I think we can make that happen. So the 4 towers that you guys decided are Glue, Mortar, Heli, and Ace. Oh, dang. Now, on top of all of that, we are also playing on Impoppable, which means things are even more expensive for us. We still only get $1, and because we're not farming today, this is going to be even possibly more difficult than Chimps, except for the very, very start. And the reason why I'm not playing Chimps is because I can't afford Etienne, I can't afford an Ace, I can't afford a Heli, and I can't afford a Mortar. And Glue, sadly, I could have done a Corrosive Glue play, but you also can't afford Corrosive Glue. So that means it's physically impossible to get going on Chimps mode unless I do some cheating, hacking, nonsensical, random action up in there, and I just didn't feel like doing that. So instead, here it is, my friends. Here it is. We're going to start you guys off with a spamorama ding-dong of heli pilots and monkey aces. Soon we're going to have to get some glue going, and eventually we're going to lead that into a mortar of some sort. You guys like the spamming, don't ya? Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know about maybe more difficult than Chimps. Monkey knowledge does definitely help you out quite a bit, but it doesn't just make the game easy or anything like that. The good news is also is that I kind of didn't really have to pick Etienne as my hero, but I felt like he was the best combo to kind of use with all my other towers. Glue having automatic cam detection is sweet because we can't build a village or something like that. The Mortar having automatic cam detection, believe it or not, is also pretty sweet because some of the other middle path and top path mortars are very, very good. Having that lack of cam detection can really hurt you pretty hard. And then Monkey Ace and Heli Pilot both have their own camo detection if they want to, but it's much more effective to pick the non-camo detection version. Okay, well, here we go. We're already running into some issues here. We're going to have to go for a Bomber Ace. Hopefully the Bomber Ace is going to keep us in the game here. Come on, Papa. Yeah! All right! Things are okay. Not great, but they're okay for now. All right, I think we got to go for it. Let's go for that Glue. That could have also been a lead popper for me if I really wanted to. Yeah. Trying to think about what kind of glue I want to go for, because I'm feeling like we got to remember that 5th tiers aren't allowed. So, alright, I can't go for a glue solver, which is like the new big boy in the game. So we're going to have to swap that strategy out for a bottom path, I think. We could go middle path, but I think the more fun strategy to go for is a Moab glue and a relentless glue. So I'm going to go for the Moab. Oh my god, it's $4,000 before round 40. That seems ridiculous, but I think it's also affordable. Oh yeah, easily affordable. Check this out. Moab glue! And right now, as of this exact moment, I believe the best glue gunner to go for is going to be the bigger globs and possibly the glue splatter, but because it's so expensive, I'm not going to buy it just yet. And we're going to see if this is gonna work out for us. Alright, I think I also probably just need to get some more lead popping power, because relying on the stupid Bomber Ace just does not feel right. And without the Corrosive Glue, we can't do it this way either, so we're going to go for the Razor Rotos on this guy, but then we can go for faster darts and faster firing, which helps out against the Moab. But again, doesn't give us that cam detection. Etienne has now officially given it to everybody! Yeah, girl! Alright, So right now, we're not spamming too hard. We've only got 3 towers on the screen, but we got to start getting some more towers up in here. So I'm going to go for a mortar. Honestly, position does not matter at all for any of these guys. Ooh, check this out, though. Ooh. Now, that went really well. Why did that mob pop so gosh darn delicious-like? I have no idea. But now we need to go for another really spammable tower. The artillery battery. Artillery battery in combination with the 5th tier version is even more spammable. And believe it or not, you guys, let me check these really quickly. Hold on, one sec. Oh no, I lied. All right, well I didn't fully lie because I checked myself before I spoke. But I was gonna say that mortars were actually voted as the least spammable tower in the game, which I was gonna completely disagree with you guys on and do something crazy and do like a Striker Jones full mortar play. But I've kind of done very similar videos with my Chimps Plus nonsense with mortars, and mortars always end up being way better than people imagine. But people just hate the micro aspect of mortars so much that they just choose to not use them at all in their gameplay, and that is respectable. If you really hate micro that much, but saying that they are a bad tower or an unspammable tower is just a straight up lie. At least in my opinion, it's a straight up lie. I don't like it that people say that. I like mortars, dude. And here it is, artillery battery. I'm gonna go for the top path combo as well. And believe it or not, I don't want to say we win, but artillery battery is going to be good all the way through into the 70s and kind of work its way up into free play and still be okay as a tower. And check this out. I don't even need to micro him. I'm not going to micro him for a really long time. Maybe later on, but for right now, I'm not going to micro him at all. I'm just going to see how well he's going to do here. And you can see, round 49, a big ceramic round, usually pretty problematic. Who do you think's getting most of the pops here? It's not my monkey ace. It's not my heli pilot. It's my mortar. This guy's doing all the work, man. He's doing everything for me. It's freaking delicious. Look at all this crap. Heli pilot's not doing bad either, but I think this is the real key here. Ooh, Moab balloons popping out though. All right, we got $10,000 saved up. What else can we spam? All right, so first of all, relentless glue. Now we get that real splatter. We're just gonna go for it. Glue splatter. I feel like it's time, man. Now we got a bunch of stunning power right on top of our mortar. How delicious can you be? All right, what else can we spam? I'm feeling some real spam-a-ram ding dong action with a bottom path heli pallet. Let's go Moab shove, and then just so I don't have to do anything with him, we're gonna go quad darts in pursuit. All right, it seems so silly to just like spam stupid upgrades that don't really help you that much pursuit, but when we're talking about laziness, you know, you guys are lazy, so lazy that you guys won't even buy mortars. I'm so lazy that I won't. I'll spend $600 so I don't have to micro him. Okay, that's the difference between us. All right, what else can we spam? All right, and I agree with you guys that glue is probably the least spammable tower because glue doesn't stack properly. Explosions can stack. You can do like 6 artillery batteries on top of each other. They do 6 times as much damage. The glue, once you hit one with one glue, it either doesn't glue over the other glue, or it'll just replace the glue and make it possibly even less effective than the other glue. It's actually pretty annoying. All right, let's get down to this spamming. Let's get another heli pallet, and I'm feeling another one of these bottom path Moab shoves. Sadly, Comanche's defense is over our spam count here. $10,200. Too expensive for us. That's okay. It's not a big deal. I don't think we're really going to need it here. But I do need to think about what I'm going to do in the long term here. Because just spamming a bunch of random Moab shoves probably will not win us this game. We will need to start to do other stuff. But for now, Moab shove is the answer. Believe it or not. It's actually really cheap as far as I'm concerned. All these mobs are getting locked up right here, right next to my my mortar. And just get exploded to death. It's beautiful. All right, round 63 is coming up here. We're going to hope that the artillery battery is still going to kind of hold his own here. And I think we got to go for another mortar. The question is, what kind of mortar do we want to go for? Big one? Ooh, it is within reach. It's only $9,600, but I can't buy a shattering shells. Ooh, that kind of hurts us a little bit. Okay, let's go for one big one here. One big one. Once we get the money for it, it's going to take a little while to actually plan this out, but he's going to be my brute force balloon popping power for later on in the game. We've got a lot of good circles here for our mortar to kind of aim in, so that should help us out quite a bit. But so far, as you can tell, the spam is going quite well. Round 63, our first kind of problem level. Ooh. Heli pilots in the back of the map, man. Oh, boy. All right, let's use a UCAV here. That should clean this up pretty easily. Don't forget, I also got this artillery battery ability, which I have not been using either, which is extremely helpful in case you haven't been using that guy. Again, I guess more micro required, but still, delish. Okay, what's next on the agenda? I still think I want my big one. And with the big one, I'm always going to go fast reload and rapid reload. I'm almost never going to go for anything else. I don't think that it makes any sense. Into Kiwi, you can try to buff the other upgrades as much as you want. It's almost impossible to make me pick it. Alright? I don't care. I'm going to keep on pushing. Alright, what else can we spam? Can we spam any more glue gunners? I kind of wanted to get like a bunch of everything, and I think the only thing that I could even think of that would make sense is either glue strike or spamming a bunch of balloon dissolvers or liquefiers. And honestly, I don't even think we need to go all the way up to liquefiers. We'd probably just chill with dissolvers. If we were going to do anything. But positioning and timing is going to be a little bit weird, because I don't know when late game the Moabs are going to get popped, you know? Because right now, they're all getting popped right in this little corner right here, but later on, they might get through here or something like that. I don't know. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play it safe. I'm going to put them in the middle of the map. Let's get a bunch of glue gunners, man. These guys, they don't stack, but we can go with up. Oh man, what's the hotkey? Why is this stupid hotkey? But we can stack them in a weirder way. All right. Normally, you just want to get every single balloon glued, but this is a way to pop balloons in a somewhat effective manner. We're going to go for a balloon dissolver, and we're just going to go for a bigger globs and possibly glue splatter. But for now, I'm just going to chill with bigger globs because that's all I think I'm going to need. We're going to spam a bunch of these glue gunners. Dissolver, bigger globs. Let's get 4 of these guys going, and I think that will help us out a lot against the big ceramic rushes coming up. All right, here's round 75. This is where we start to get a little funky fresh. We can kind of see how the late game is going to unfold here, and we're running into some major issues with just a lot of balloons coming out. Oh, crap. Round... All right, we definitely got a mic for this crap. Oh, boy. All right, that was... Oh, boy. If I just, like, kind of thought about that for a quick second here, I probably could have made that not be as dangerous as it was, but it definitely was pretty dangerous. So far, though, these guys are doing absolutely nothing. In fact, they're pretty much garbage towers at this point. Maybe later on they'll make more sense, and maybe later we'll get the blue splatter and make it make even more sense. For right now, I need to focus on this big one. It is kind of important to my strategy because the balloons seemingly are still the biggest issue. Now, the weird thing is that this big one, once you get to big chunks of late-game ceramics, 80+, doesn't help out that much, man. It can still be dangerous for you, so you got to be careful with it. But things are going... I really don't want to say good, because if we're losing to the high 70s while spending all of our money, these 80s are going to be absolutely disastrous. And then I'm very worried about DDTs and stuff like that, too. Those are like those weird things that you just have no idea if your strategy is going to work against them. And I just don't know. I might want to try like another random Moab glue or something like that to slow them down a little bit more. Or maybe even more Moab shoves for later on. But I think I still need to find something that just pops balloons. And I think, honestly, the best tower for us is probably the mortars. They pop balloons quite effectively. So we might have to spam quite a few bit more artillery batteries, or possibly doing something weird with more big ones, or just some random heavy shell shock nonsenses or something. I don't know yet. But I definitely want to get more popping power overall. That's like my main goal. All right, let's UCAV this guy right from the get-go. We're going to use the mortar ability as well. And that gets popped pretty quickly. One's, oh my god, not a big deal at all. Big chunks of BFBs, though. This is where it gets funky. All right, I'm just going to go for it. We're going to go splatter. There's 4 splatters just to spend the money. And then I'm going to buy more mortars. I'm going to buy at least 1 more artillery battery before I do anything crazy. And... oh, boy. These balloons, man. In the back here. I mean, the glue is doing something. That's the good news. I could buy balloon liquefiers as well. 2 layers every second. I mean, that seems like a reasonable amount of layers to pop. It just can't quite get through super ceramics very easily, huh? Alright, alright. I don't really want to upgrade $20,000 worth of glue gunners, though, I can tell you that much. We're gonna buy other crap instead. I just don't know what yet. Alright, let's go for, you know what? I got an idea. This is kind of a weird tower, but it actually makes sense in this situation. We're going to go for a top path monkey ace, Operation Dart Storm, and we can go sharp for darts as well with this guy. And I think I'm going to pop down a few more of these guys as well if we got room for them. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, yeah, beautiful, beautiful. All right, 84. You know what? Not bad for just a ridiculous spam of kind of garbage here. This is going okay. And we can get another Operation Dart Storm. This is mostly Moab popping power, but also not super bad against the balloons. If you have enough of them, just kind of randomly hitting things all over the place. Positioning, though, I'm kind of running out of good space for them, so I might want to not get more monkey aces. I think my goal should be I should get 5 of every tower by the end of the game. I've got 5 glue gunners. I've got 4. Let's get our 5th heli. All right, let's get our 5th heli here before we go too crazy and decide, do we want to get a... Yeah, it's too expensive. All right, we're just going to go another Moab shove. Seems like a reasonable tower for us. Moab shove. And I'm just going to lock this one in place. All right, it seems silly, but a lot of these heli pellets are chasing the balloons. I would much rather have one just kind of stuck up here. This is where most of the Moabs are going to get kind of locked into place, so kind of makes the most sense. And look at that, Etienne, reaching level 20 already. Beautiful. Beautiful. So 5 heli pellets are done. 5 glue gunners are done. I need more monkey aces. I've got 3 monkey aces. Okay. Let's do them in the back here, because if things are gonna kill us, they're gonna be sneaking all the way to the back here, you know. So it seems weird to build it in kind of like a seemingly stupid space right now. We want to get most of our pop power up here. Ooh, round 90. Check it out, check it out. Let's see how this goes. How we doing? Moab glue slowing it down real nice like. And then we've got like no DDT popping power on top of that though. That's pretty brutal. All right, that means that the future rounds here for DDTs are gonna be terrible. We got to figure out how we're going to pop these things. I thought that the top path Operation Dark Storms do a pretty good job, but maybe they don't. Also, I think Etienne's UCAV ability can probably keep us in the game against some of these DDTs. Possibly just around 95 DDTs. And we have to hope that the Relentless Glue, or just the Moab Glue in general, is going to glue most, if not all, of the DDTs, because that really did slow it down, allowing us to just eventually pop them. But when you have 30 of them on the screen compared to 3, it's a big difference, man. All right, another Operation Dart Storm, another Sharper Darts. Let's see if that's going to help us out against the DDTs at all. I got to check this out, man, because I really thought that these guys were decent against the Moabs. But it does not seem like they're doing very much at all. In fact, I think our artillery batteries are probably doing most of the work here. All right, and looks like we do have to use the UCAV. Whew! That is scary, man! I did not like that. I did not like that one bit. And I have no idea how to fix it. What do we do? All right. I seriously don't know what to build. None of these make sense for DDTs realistically. None of them. We just gotta hope for the best, I guess. Let's go for another big one, maybe? He can hit through black balloons, so maybe he could just kind of like overcome. Oh, we don't have enough money. Oh boy. All right, this is gonna be a micro fest here. This is the first time I'm really gonna like actually need to micro things. All right, we're gonna start off with the UCAV right away here. As soon as we see DDTs, we're gonna go for 2 artillery battery blows, kind of early on in the game here. Get him taken down right now, and then we'll start to micro as time goes on later on in the game. All right, so far going very, very well. In fact, I'm thinking maybe I should have used 2 artillery batteries, kind of like spaced out a little bit more. All right, we're gonna use Etienne's last ability here just to see what happens. I've got $10,000 now, so we're gonna go for that last big one. And with all of that combined together, with our little bit of micro, okay, a few DDTs left. Getting slowly popped, but getting popped. It's the main thing. I'm not microing all my mortars either, just a few of them. And bam! There we go! Not too bad, baby! Whew. Alright, so that was the hard round, but round 99 can also still be pretty difficult. But it seems like with our abilities, we do just fine. But we have to make sure we time them now, so on round 98 we have our abilities back for round 99. Okay, it's not a huge deal, but it's still a deal here. Alright, what else can we spam, my friends? I don't know if I want to spam any more glues. I'm gonna, you know what? I do want to spam one more glue. How many mortars do I have? I have 4 mortars. Let's get a 5th mortar first. Let's go for our 5th mortar. And just cause, I'm gonna go for 1 signal flare. It seems super duper silly, but maybe it'll like help us out against the DDTs in some really stupid way that I don't understand, but I just like have to think about in some way. And then I think I'm gonna go for 1 more Moab glue. All right. I don't think this is a bad idea. We're just gonna put them a little bit closer to the front of the map. I'm gonna go for the bottom path, full on Moab glue. Come on, gimme. Moab glue is up. We're gonna go bigger globs, not splatter though. I don't think I need it. Not splatter. Instead, I'm gonna go for another artillery battery. All right, just check this out. This is round 98. We're gonna try a no ability run here. Let's see what happens with a no ability run. Let's move the big one just a little bit closer to the bottom. Other big one going to the very back here. Kind of the very back. Oh my god. I think I'm gonna have to use abilities here. Maybe not. Let's use 1 artillery battery blast. Which one? Oh, this guy's in the wrong freaking spot for sure. All right, we be popping. We be popping. This is kind of a wild ride here, but we be popping. Biggest ones in the back. More artillery battery action in the back here. Lots of micro required, but we take it down. Unbelievable, my friends. Unbelievable. We're going to go for a double artillery blast with our UCAV here pretty early. Get us set up for these DDTs. And just use everything we got except for tangibility. And we got another artillery battery too. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Some micro. Finish it off. And 99 has been completed. Woohoo! 5 of every worst tower to spam in the game. And we can still beat Impoppable without too many issues. Almost. Well, it's not over yet, man. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves here. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We are going to need to micro this. Okay, now I understand why people might not like building mortars if you build more than 1 or 2 of them. That's when it can get a little wild. Okay, this actually is a little worse than I thought it was going to be. I'll be honest with you, I thought this was going to be like super duper simple and we were just going to like win, but it does not seem to be the case. Not yet, at least. We will get another UCAV up, though. That's good. We didn't even use it this round yet at all. There we go. That should help us out against those TTs and everything. All right, more big one movement. Here we go. Use everything we got. And that should be cleanup. I don't see how this could possibly take us down. Not with our 16 frickin' heli pilots demolishing everything. Oh, yeah. And there it is. We get a monkey ace insta monkey. How wonderful. Believe it or not. Look at that. Actually, no, that's not even that surprising. Etienne with the most pops, 600,000. It's because everybody else was so weak. Just, we had tons of them. Okay, do you think we can survive in free play with this strategy? I really don't think so. I am curious, though. If we could survive even a round or 2, I would be pretty impressed. So we went mostly 4th tier towers with this strategy, though. We did not do very many we did not do any 5th tier towers, but most towers were not left at 3rd tier. Just the glues were left at 3rd tier a little bit. Oh yeah, we cannot pop DDTs very effectively. Oh dang. All right, well, 102. I guess that's, you know, if I tried to micro, I could probably do something. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. So anyways, if you guys liked the Spum, make sure you press that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you get ready for some delicious Bloons Tower Defense 6 action in the future, man. Life is good. And have a super duper delicious day.